That's what we do. We make dreams happen.
Work with the right people, buy the right deal first. One of my favorite topics, money. Hey guys, it's James. So welcome to our once flip house that we actually had to knock down and build new because of foundation issues. So when you're investing in real estate, you have to be able to pivot and move with anything that kind of comes your way. So we bought this property about 3 years ago as a fix and flip property. Issue was we got full building permits. We came in to start doing the renovation, the demo, and the house started falling off the hill. It caused us to get red tagged and the city wanted us to go back in for permits. At that time, the cost to repair the foundation was going to be over $200,000. So what we had to do was switch the plan and wind up with this thing here. So when you're investing in real estate, you have to pivot and change all the time. So on this specific project, we ran into a massive problem. We purchased this property for $680,000. We were planning on putting $200,000 in the renovation and selling it for about $1.4 million. But after we got our building permits and we demoed the property, the major issue was it started sliding down the hill. That was going to require a massive amount of structural upgrades to get it where it needed to be up into that resale. Our foundation bids were over $200,000. So at the end of the day, the math just didn't work anymore. So what we had to do as investors was start looking at different options. We looked at what the value of the property is if we tore it down, what the cost to build this type of property would be, and then we had to rerun our performas. So again, as investors, we have to rely on the math and our performance on a deal. Just because we bought a property and we had a certain plan, if all of a sudden something comes up and the math starts getting all out of whack, then as investors, it's our responsibility to come up with a new solution to be profitable. So again, on this deal, we paid $680,000. We were putting $200,000 into the renovation, and then our foundation cost ballooned up to $200,000. With us selling it for $1.4 million, that was going to have us making a whopping $0, if not lose money. So what we had to do was evaluate the property again. We couldn't keep it as a rental. We weren't going to be able to do it as a fix and flip. The next option was to look as building a new construction, and that's how we wound up with this. Typically, we're townhome developers and we like to build a lot of units in one space for efficiencies, but in this specific scenario, we had to adjust how we do things. So the new math was we paid $680,000. We had a target price of $2.5 to $2.6 million and a rough estimated build cost of about $1.1 million to build it out. That was going to give us about an additional $700,000 to $800,000 in profit rather than making no money. So remember, as investors, your responsibility to switch your plan up. Many times, if you buy a lot of property, there is going to be the ones that just explode. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've had all sorts of deals like this go sideways. And so as an investor, there's steps you need to take when it goes sideways. The first thing you want to do is evaluate your current plan. What did you buy the property on? Is it fixable? Is it achievable so you can still rack a return? If it's not, look at the next steps. What's the other types of exit strategies? Can you keep it as a buy and hold? Can you keep it as a short-term rental? Where does the math actually add up? Or maybe it's like this property and you just have to tear the whole thing down. But before you tear it down, make sure again you dig into the math. The last thing you want to do is build out a property over a 2 to 3 year basis and again make zero money. All right guys, thanks for tuning in to ProjectRE on YouTube. For more flip tips and learn how to pivot into real estate, check me out also on Instagram at jdainflips. See you next time.